Hello, everybody, again. We are so happy and glad that you are joining us today in our first book and movie discussion with Yasmine El-Gendy and ROKN ALYASMINE. Hello, Yasmine. How are you? Yasmine, can you
Hi,
hear me?
everyone. Hi, Anan.
Yes.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Hello, everyone. I'm super excited for today's discussion. Thanks for joining us today. I hope you will enjoy this event, this
Inshallah.
discussion.
Yeah, for sure. We are so excited. Yes, Yasmine, can you hear me well?
Yes.
Yes. Go ahead.
Okay. Just a second. I'll share with you the PowerPoint presentation for today's discussion.
Yes.
So, hi, everyone. I'm super thrilled for today. Let's get started. For those who haven't joined us last discussion, we are ROKN ALYASMINE, and we are presenting a group of culture events in cooperation with Relo Cairo Mentors platform. Thanks for Anan for the invitation. Here is our Facebook page and Facebook groups. We would like to have you on board. Today's session will be as follows. There will be an open discussion where each and everyone who have registered in our registration form will have the opportunity to tell us about the movie or he watched or the book he read. We will have also some recommendations for later on. We will read together our code of conduct, and of course we will tackle next time plan. Last but not least, we will have a group photo. So get excited.
Yeah.
There was a registration form for last discussion where people filled it in, telling us if they are willing to join, whether they will discuss with us a book or a movie. And surprisingly, the statistics told us that around 50% chose books and 50% chose movies. So I think we are 50-50. It's a very interesting one. I was expecting the movie lovers will be more. For those who missed the last discussion, we are going as follows. Each one will have 3 minutes to tell us about the movie or the book he picked. He will tell us what did he like, what did he dislike, his favorite part, his favorite character, what emotions did he feel while reading or watching, does he recommend the book or the movie for us to for later readings or to watch later. This is how the discussion will go through. I hope you will enjoy it. You will get many recommendations for movies and discussions. And here are, if you remember this slide from last discussion, these are general book or movie club questions. Like I said, what was your favorite part of the book or the movie, your least favorite? Did you race to the end, or was it more of a slow burn? Which scene has stuck with you the most? What other books or movies did this remind you of? Which characters in the book did you like best or least? A favorite quote or scene from the movie? What feelings did the book or the movie evoke for you? Which character would you most like to meet if it's possible? Which places in the book or the movie would you like to visit? These are just a sort of a guiding questions and of how you can present or discuss with us your book or your movie. So let's get started.
Yes.
We today have around 14 or 15 participants, super participants. So let's start. Let me check.
Do you want the Excel sheet, Yasmine?
I have it here. I'm
Yeah,
just,
that's really
I just want to check if they are already online and joining us.
for sure. Yeah,
So
some of them,
please,
yeah.
so please just type in the chat box that you are here.
Or raise hand, guys.
Yes,
Raise
exactly.
hand if you're here and joining us in our today's discussion.
So we can start with Yusri, since he has already shown his here. Yusri is a very dear friend of mine. He's one of ROKN Yasmine family, and he was very excited to join us today. He has
Great.
a very interesting Sudanese novel. He will join with us by Hamour Ziada. So let's welcome Yusri, and thank you, Yusri, for being with us.
Thank you, Yasmine. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for the invitation. Actually, I'm
My pleasure. You
super
have only
thrilled as
3
well.
minutes, Yusri.
Okay.
Okay.
Actually, I'm super thrilled as well because this may be my first English presentation for a book. So excuse my fluency.
No worries. It's
I
our
will
pleasure
speak.
for sure.
Thank you so much. I chose to speak about the latest novel of Hamour Ziada, Sudanese novelist. It's called in Arabic الغرق حكايات القهر والونس. In English, we can translate it into Drowning Tales of Oppression and Companionship. It's taking place in Sudan, in one of the villages in the heart of Sudan, called Hajar Narti. The beach is on the side, the beach, the village is on the beach of the Nile. One of the villagers just discovered the death of a floating woman drowning floating in the Nile, and the story tells us how frequent such incidents are taking place in the village and nearby villages, and keeps going by reciting interesting stories about the heroes and the heroines of the story from the two major houses, El-Nayer family and El-Badri family, two families opposing for influence and power in the village. And throughout the story, we get to know how the society imposes oppression towards women, and how women themselves oppress other women, and as well how society can also oppress men and make them take life-changing decisions out of their will. The story, as it began with an incident of a drowning woman, will end as well with another incident of a drowning woman. It's taking place in a village in Sudan, as I said, just after the British people left Sudan, maybe after the coup d'etat of Ghaffar Numeiri. And it speaks also, one of the interesting items I liked a lot, about the recently emancipated slaves, female slaves, and how are they inferiorly treated from other villagers, to the manner that they are not given any human rights of any kind. The favorite character for me, I can recall Fayet Neddu, one of the recently emancipated female slaves.
What's his name again, please, Yusri?
Yes, the last phrase.
The name of the character that was
Fayet Neddu. A Sudanese name. A Sudanese name.
Okay.
I liked the writing style of Hamour Ziada very much. It was actually my first time to read for him, and his choice of language and structural phrasing of words and the choice of words actually really captivated me. I fell mesmerized with the metaphors, the intelligent metaphors he kept using all over the story. And for sure, I do recommend it for those who didn't read it.
Interesting.
That's
Very
all.
interesting, Yusri. Yani, Hamour is one of my favorite novelists, and we had this for one of his novels, Show Id Darwish. I'm not sure the translation of the title in English. In ROKN ALYASMINE, we had a super interesting discussion, and I totally recommend Hamour for whoever wants to read for a Sudanese novelist. He has his own style. Highly recommended.
That's great. Thank you so much, Yasmine.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you, Yusri.
I appreciate
Thank you. Thank you.
it. Hope you enjoyed the rest of the discussion.
Sure. Thank you.
And
We appreciate joining us, Yusri. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm so happy for the invitation. Thank you.
Most welcome.
Thank you, Yusri.
Okay, we have two here raising hands, Yasmine. Tamer Maalawi and Mai Farahat. Let's start with Tamer.
Sure. Tamer?
Guys, if you're registered in the form and ready to discuss a book or a movie, just raise your hand, okay? Because we're not sure that all those who registered last time are attending
I'm not
here.
sure if Tamer and Mai have registered.
Tamer registered, yes.
Registered?
Yes.
Okay. Can we
Tamer Maalawi.
welcome Tamer? Hi, Tamer.
Hi, hello everyone.
Hi.
How are you?
How are you?
Can you?
Mr. Tamer?
Fine, alhamdulillah. I'm so happy to have this opportunity to share my discussion about this movie. My movie today is an Indian movie. Okay, it's called Sober 30. It's an Indian biographical drama film. It narrates the life of one of the most famous mathematics educator, Anan Kumar. Okay, Anan Kumar was
Tamer?
What?
Based on a true story?
Is it based on a true story?
Yeah, it's a biographical drama film. Biographical.
Yes.
Yeah.
Great.
It is based on the life of Anand Kumar.
Okay.
Anand Kumar was born in 1973. Okay, he is a mathematics educator. He is a film, or the film is based on his life, his students, and his educational program of the same name, Sober 30. Okay, I'll start with these questions which are on the screen. What was your favorite part of the movie? My favorite part was the end of the movie, when the result of the students came out, and all the 30 students passed the exam and joined IIT, which is Indian Institute of Technology. All the 30 students joined it. What was your least favorite? My least favorite when Anand went to the Minister of Education to ask him for help, and the minister broke his promise, and it seems that he forgot all about his promise to help Anand and all poor people. Okay, I didn't race to the end. It was very interesting movie, so I watched it slowly. Which scene has stuck? The scene which has stuck with me the most, when Anand had to leave the school and had to leave his dream to study in the Cambridge University, when he received a nomination letter from Dr. Richard, a professor in University Cambridge, to come and study in the university. Anand could solve a very difficult mathematic problem, which no one could solve it before him. So Professor Richard invited him to come and study in the University of Cambridge. but because he didn't have enough money and his father didn't have enough money, they asked the minister to help them, but the minister didn't help them. So his father couldn't bear the shock and died. Anan had to sell bread, and one day while he was selling bread, he had to wrap bread with the nomination letter, and the woman who bought the bread from him threw the nomination letter on the fire, and it was fire. Okay, that is okay.
You don't have to answer all of these questions. These are more of guiding questions. You can pick whatever you want. You don't have to answer all of them.
In fact, I organized another presentation, but I saw this question, so I wanted to follow your system.
La, this is not a system. Feel free and talk about the movie the way you like to describe it for a friend. If you recommend this movie to a friend, what would you say?
In fact, I summed it up as a summary of the film. I wanted to show you the film from my eyes. So I summed it into three words. The first one is a dream. The dream was in Anand's dream. He dreamed to study in Cambridge or Oxford, and when the dream came to the real life, he couldn't achieve it, and he couldn't achieve his dream because of his poverty. Another thing is disappointed when he went to the minister, and the minister refused to help him, and he had to give up his dream. The last thing is hope. Hope when he decided to leave a famous educational center where rich young people study there, and rich people send their children to study there, and he decided to run his own to help these poor students who don't have any opportunity to complete their study. He decided to teach about 30 students every year and help them to join Indian Institute of Technology and achieve their goals. When he started his own center, everyone started to fight him, especially those people who have the power and have the authority. They started to fight him and they wanted to kill him. And at the night of the exam, they sent people to kill him, but he didn't die. He was injured and was sent to the hospital. He knowing that they will send another man to kill him and all his children, the 30 students. He talked to them and asked them to use their knowledge.
Tamer, we are running out of time, so if I asked you to recap or just in one sentence, would you recommend this movie to a friend, or why do you recommend this movie?
Yeah, I recommend it very much because education isn't for rich people, rich men or rich people only. It is the right for everyone. Everyone has the right to complete his education and to study. Thank you.
Thanks a million, Tamer, for this recommendation for an Indian movie. Thanks a lot. Now we can move to Radwa Hussein. She will tell us about Me Before You. It's a 2016 romance drama movie. I think the majority of us have heard about it. So Radwa, can you tell us about the movie?
Radwa is here. Hello, Radwa. Yes. Unmute yourself, Radwa.
Yes, hello, Miss Anan.
Hi, dear.
Give me the chance to be at the end because I'm not ready now.
Take your time. Okay.
Okay, Reda, no problem. There is also Mr. Atif Abdelkhali. He has
Yes.
raised his hand. I
Yeah.
think he registered with the name Atif Sayed. So
Yes.
yes, welcome aboard. But he didn't mention the book he will tell us about.
Yes. Yes.
Hiroshima.
Yes.
Hiroshima.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Yasmine and Anan.
Hi, Atif.
This is my first time ever to attend such an activity, book or movie discussion. I'm kind of a movie person, but I chose a book, and Anan asked me to give her the name of the book. The book is called Hiroshima by John Hersey.
Interesting.
So, what?
Is it a novel or a non-fiction?
Yes. No, it's no non-fiction. No,
Okay.
It's based on true story. Like the movie. Today is the true stories, movies and books.
Wow.
Maybe.
True stories are inspiring all the time, by the way.
Yes, I came across this book while I was watching a video on YouTube, and once I heard about it, I just Googled it and I read the summary quickly, and it really attracted me. I got a translation on my Kindle. It's by a Saudi engineer called Abdullah, I guess. So in brief, the story, the book was written in 1946, I think, just a few months after the first atomic bomb was thrown on the city of Hiroshima. And the writer of this book was there himself. So he was a journalist.
Okay.
Yes, the book is telling the story. Pardon, Yasmine? Can you say that again?
He was witnessing the situation in the Hiroshima bombing.
Yes, yes. He was telling the story of 6 survivors in Hiroshima. 2 doctors, a female worker in a factory, a housewife, and I think a couple of priests. From the first word till by the way, I couldn't complete it till the end. It was so horrible, like the true incidents, what happened there, that every page you feel like you horrified by the fact that this something happened. It's like sometimes a killer do something
one of
like
the most a worst man-made catastrophe. It's very horrible, I know.
Yes, they call it the atomic holocaust. As I said, every page make you feel like horrified by the fact that humans can do such things. People can kill out of many reasons, but like enjoy killing. Like we want to experiment something. Like in the introduction of the translator was saying that America was already like winning the war, but they wanted to test, and they tested this on. I think on a desert, and they wanted to see the actual results of this bomb.
So, what was the nationality of the author?
He was American. A few months after, after Japan. Yes, he was like correspondent of the war in World War II. So, despite the fact that they know that Japan was going to surrender or to announce defeat, they threw it in a way to test the bomb in action. Yes.
Do you have a quote or a paragraph that's considered your favorite or that evoked the emotion?
Yes.
Can you read it to us?
The writer and the translator was so good that you feel while you are reading, you feel as if you were there. One scene that I cannot forget, like when the bomb dropped, they say it was like noiseless flash of light. They heard nothing. They just saw light, and then everything turned. Like it was morning. They chose the time that when it's the most crowded, like people going to work in the morning, like the morning turned into like evening in suddenly. So imagine this, like, and everything like afterwards became like fires on fire, as if you it's like a big bomb fire, burning everything. We're talking about miles and miles. So all the survivors were not near the center, by the way. They were far, like more than 1,000 yards or something like this, as I remember.
When was this book published?
There is a story. I don't want to take a lot of time. There is a story behind this book, but in brief, it was not published as a book in the beginning. It was supposed to be successive articles on the New Yorker at that time.
Okay.
But because the story was so good of John Hersey,
chose to write it as a book.
Yes, the newspaper decided to publish it in one article. So it was in one version, in one day they published it all. It was supposed to be published like throughout the weeks, like one article, one part each week and so on. No, they publish it once, and they say 3 million copies ran out of this newspaper because of this story, and then it was published into a book and so on. A lot of people, if you read Goodreads, if you know Goodreads, the website, so some people refuse to give it like review like stars. They say it's not human to give it a star, as if we are saying all the suffering of these people like worth 5 stars or 4 stars. It's so appalling, it's so horrifying and so on. I cannot talk more about it, but like there is a question, how did I feel? It's like from first page till I stopped, it's really horrifying. It's really appalling to know that this really happened. I think maybe a lot will feel the same if you watch the TV show, the Russian.
There are many documentaries regarding this catastrophe.
Yes. Yes, you're right. Yes, you're right. So I recommend it for your attendees to read. It's called Hiroshima by John Hersey. It's really good. Really good, I mean, in the sense, in terms of writing, and we're talking, yes, book writers. But the incidents are really horrific. Yeah.
We totally understand. Thanks, Atif, for this presentation of the book. And I think this is one of the points why it's important to read from other cultures or about other countries. And this is very important to know about other incidents in history, to get to feel how those people felt at that time. This is,
yes, you're right.
Is very important. It helps you being more tolerant, more understanding, accept all the differences, and see the same thing from different perspectives. So
you're right. You're absolutely. Thank you, Yasmine. Thank you, Anan, for this invitation.
Thank you so much for your participation. Thank you.
I think it's time for Mr. Khamis.
Mr. Khamis is joining us, yes. Hello, Mr. Khamis, how are you? Feel free to unmute yourself. Mr. Khamis, are you here?
Okay, we can have him whenever he's available. Hi.
Okay.
Mr. Khamis, would you please unmute yourself?
Mr. Khamis, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Sorry, but the internet is fluctuating here.
It's okay.
No problem.
It's stable.
Yeah,
I'm trying to connect, but it's not. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we are hearing you well.
Sorry, the internet is not flexible here, so I am not hearing you well.
Do you need more time?
Yes, maybe.
Okay.
Okay, so totally okay.
Okay, thank you.
We can move to our friend from Nepal. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing his name correctly.
Mahi?
I'm not sure. Maybe.
Yeah. Yes.
Hi. Are you there?
He is joining us, yes, I think.
I think he raised his hand.
Just a minute. Let me check. No, Khairi and Ayman are raising hands.
Ayman has, okay, we can start with Ayman. Ayman has a very interesting
topic.
recommendation.
Yes. Yeah, okay, let's go for Ayman.
Ayman,
Hello, Ayman.
Can you please unmute yourself?
Yes, Ayman. Can you hear us?
Ayman.
Okay, let's go to the next until.
So we're waiting for Radwa, Ayman, Khamis.
Khairi is raising hands.
Okay.
And we have also May Sabir.
Yes, Anan, I'm ready.
Yes, Mr. Khairi, how are you?
Hello, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
Hello, everybody.
Khair. How are you?
Hello.
How are you doing?
Fine, thank you. How are you all?
Yasmine, can you hear us?
Yes, all is good. How's everything?
Yes, how are you, Yasmine? How are you, Anan?
Hi.
Fine.
Today I'm going to tell you about a very famous movie about Mission Impossible 2. I think you all know it. Huh?
For sure.
Starring,
yes, it is the hero Tom Cruise, and it's about the situation like we are facing now. It's about a gang that they made a kind of virus called the Camera virus, and they wanted to make it spread around the world to get profit or make profit. Anyway, Tom Cruise, he was called in this movie Hunt, was sent from the intelligent center to face this gang. He found another gang also wanted to get the vaccination for this virus, and a lot of action and conflict happened between them. Finally, Hunt was clever, and he can first he could destroy the virus, and after that, finally he could get the vaccination. Hunt could bring a woman with him. This woman was sorry, was a thief, and with her help, they could both face the gang, the other gang. They were a tourist. The good thing about this movie, it's action, photography, music, and the sequence of action also. The conflict between Hunt and the gang, or the president of the gang. So, okay. The most preferred scene in this movie was when Hunt could enter into the company and get to destroy the vaccination, to destroy the virus and get the vaccination. And what else you can ask?
Why did you choose this movie?
Yes, I choose it actually because we are now facing the same situation, coronavirus, and I think it's a man-made also.
Because like, of the current situation of coronavirus.
Yes, yes. because it's man
when
Reda.
was your last time to watch it?
I watched it about 2 months ago, I think.
Okay.
2 months
You
ago.
didn't watch it you haven't watched it these days to remind yourself of the incidents of the story.
Just I read something about it, a brave thing about it. I didn't watch it actually.
Okay. Thanks a million. Do you have anything else you want to tell us about regarding the movie?
Actually, no, but I want to link between the current situation we are facing now, the whole world is facing, and this the idea of the film.
Sure.
I think there is something between them.
You think they sort of predicted the situation?
Yes. Greedy people want to get profit or make profit from our behavior.
Okay. Interesting.
Okay.
Thanks a million for joining us today. Hope you enjoyed the rest of the discussion.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Anan. Thank you, Yasmine. Thank you.
Most welcome. So I think Mahi is ready to join us.
Mahi Shwar.
From Nepal.
Are you ready, Mahi?
Yeah.
Hello, how are you?
Good morning, everyone.
Good.
In our time, it's good evening.
Yes.
It's good morning for you.
Good afternoon. Yes, that's fine.
That's fine. You didn't mention which book are you going to discuss?
I'm going to discuss about movie.
A movie?
Yeah.
Okay. What's its name?
It's a bad one.
A bad one? Is it any? Okay.
It's Bollywood movie.
Okay. Go ahead.
So in this movie, it's Amitabh Bachchan, Hema Malini, and Salman Khan is here. And in this movie, what happened? They have their one kid, but they ignore a father and mother. And
would you raise your voice, Mahi? Yes.
Okay. In this movie, what happened? Amitabh Bachchan and Hema Malini, their own son ignore them. And their adopted son handle them, and he cares him very well.
The voice is not clear.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, the voice is not clear, dear. Just make the mic closer.
Might be some problem in my network.
This is better.
Can you listen?
It's fine. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. So in Bagman movie, the male lead is Amitabh Bachchan, and he is ignored by his own son. Then there's his son leave him. Then he separate mother and father. Amitabh Bachchan and his wife are separated by his son. They are totally ignored by his son. Later he write book and he become famous. And later the Amitabh Bachchan forgive his kid and accept them. By this movie, we know that whatever a son or daughter do, but at the last, father forgive and care them.
Okay.
Yes, okay.
Mahi, we have a comment for you. Ahmad Yusri has been to Nepal, and he thinks it's one of the most beautiful destinations he has been to. He has been to Bukhara and Kathmandu.
Okay, capital city.
Yes. And he says, nice to meet you.
Yeah, same here.
Thank you a lot. Mahi, do you have anything else you want to add?
No, this was actually I wasn't prepared. I thought just now I know that there is a review of the program. So just now I prepare myself.
That's fine.
It's okay. We will wait for you next discussion, inshallah.
Thank you.
Thank you a lot.
Thanks for your participation, dear. I think Ayman is ready.
Yes, Ayman has a very interesting
book.
Yes, he will talk about hidden figures. It's a movie based on a book, and he chose to talk about both of them. It's about three female African American mathematicians who had to deal with discrimination in NASA.
Wow.
In the 60s. I think I have watched the movie last week, and it's a very good one and highly recommended. So please, Ayman, would you tell us more about it?
Yes, of course. I'd like to thank you very much.
Would you please raise your voice? I can't hear you clearly.
Yeah.
I would like to thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to speak to you on
Ayman, I'm sorry, but
make the
I can't
mic,
hear you.
yeah, make the mic closer to your voice.
I would like to thank you very much for giving me this opportunity to speak to you on Relo Cairo platform. It's really a great thing for me, indeed. This film or this movie was produced in 2016. It's about, as you said before, the story of three African American women who managed to carve their names in the American history by their achievements in NASA, because they employed to do calculations, mathematical calculations, for the scientists to be able to send people and machines to the
like
moon.
human computers, they can do impressive calculations.
Massive calculations, yes, and especially Catherine Johnson,
yes,
because she was a genius in mathematics since she was a child. And the other two characters, Mary Jackson and Dorothy Vaughan, were really great people, because at the end of the film, we knew that Dorothy Vaughan became the team supervisor in IBM, the International Business Machine. And Mary Jackson became the first engineer to work for NASA. And she was the one who designed the shield, which protected the capsule from burning while getting down to Earth from space. They had to suffer a lot while working there in NASA because of racial discrimination and segregation. Imagine yourself in a place where you cannot even go to the toilet, if I'm allowed to say this. Of course, police officers' treatment and their colleagues in their work, the treatment was really something, if we look at it now in the 21st century, really
I'm sorry, would you please raise your voice and get your mic closer to...
It's really disgraceful to see people treating each other like this. In fact, in this film, it really expresses the reality of the facts about the American society at the time, 40 or 50 years ago. I remember three scenes in this film which I cannot really forget. The first one was when Catherine had to face her boss. When he asked her, where have you been? She said to him, I've been to the toilet. There's not a toilet for me.
Ayman, I can't hear you. Anan, can you hear Ayman?
The voice is I think the internet connection is disconnecting from his side. Ayman?
Ayman, can you please disconnect and reconnect again?
Ayman, I think the voice is, is waving.
I think we lost Ayman. Maybe he's reconnecting.
Yeah, maybe.
So guys, I'm reminding you till Ayman comes back. If you have registered on our registration form, just please raise your hand so that we can give you the floor.
Mm-hmm.
So we have May Saber.
Hi.
Hi, May, how are you?
Fine, alhamdulillah. Do you hear me well?
Alhamdulillah, yes, very well.
Okay. I'll just tell you about the movie that I have seen recently, because I have just seen the event today. So I wrote the name of the last film that I have seen. So I wish that it will be a good one. Okay. Okay.
Inshallah.
Okay, the name of the movie is Adrift, and it's a true story talking about two
I'm sorry, I couldn't
couples.
hear you. What was the movie name?
Adrift.
Drift.
Drift.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, adrift. Adrift. It's meaning. It means when two people they're both adrifted in the middle of the sea.
Can you please write the title in the chat box so that everyone else
Okay.
can follow us?
Okay. It's written like this.
Okay.
Adrift.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So that movie is talking about two main characters, and the whole movie is talking about their incidents of their life. The first one is Tammy. She's a girl who likes the sea, and her mom is a single mother. She raised her up without a father, and she had some kind of difficult life, and then she decided to leave California and go to Tahiti. She met the other hero. His name is Richard. He's a British sailor, and they get to date or get connected to each other. So Richard tells her about his life too. He tells her that his mother hanged herself when he was young, and he had a difficult life too. So he likes the sea. He built his own boat, and he liked to be a sailor. But he has some hallucinations in the sea. He told
Okay.
her that when he is in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, he recently he sometimes had some hallucinations. Okay, and then they get engaged, and they so it's a love story. It's a very lovely story at the beginning of the movie, because both of them were searching for the right person for their life. And then they decided to go to a trip. Unfortunately, it was the season of Raymond Hurricane, and the hurricane hit their boat, and they thrown in the middle of the
They
Pacific
died?
Ocean. Richard, no, wait.
Okay.
It's true. It's a true and deep story. Okay, and then Richard was thrown on the sea in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, and Tammy decided to get in the boat again by a lifeboat or something like a lifeboat. They were in the middle of the sea. So she get in the boat again, and she tried to fix the boat to work again to search for Richard. Okay, and then she found him on a surfboard or a surfing board, something like a wooden board in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, and she saved him.
To like romance movies, correct?
I don't like them a lot, but
Not necessarily.
I was looking for a deep story.
It's
So
okay. It's okay. Everyone has his
I like
the type of
adventure story and action ones, but I was looking for a deep one, and my friend recommended the film for me. Actually, I wanted to kill her at the end of the movie, but it's okay. Okay, and then she
yeah. Still here?
Yeah, I'm still here.
طيب do you have a specific
okay, do you hear
scene,
me? Hi?
May, I can Hi, May.
Hi.
May, what was your favorite scene?
Okay, my favorite scene was at the beginning of the movie when they have a lot of trips and in the middle of many cities, in many beautiful cities. Okay, but the movie, when we thought, all of us thought that she saved him, but she also had some hallucinations or hallucinations. Sorry, hallucinations in the sea. She thought that she saved him, but when she reached a beach, she found that Richard wasn't there. It was a hallucination. So I was sad. She didn't save him. But she saved herself, and she.
And that was your favorite scene.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks a lot, May. Hope to see you next discussion, inshallah. Thank you
so much,
for joining
May.
us, and please stay with us and follow the rest of your colleagues.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. So now we have Radwa. Radwa will tell us about Me Before You. It's a 2016 romance drama movie.
Yes. Good evening, Miss Yasmine. Good evening, Miss Anan. Good evening, my friends. Today I'm going to talk about the movie which is called Me Before You. I think all of you have an idea about it, or you have watched it before. Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, just get yourself closer to the mic.
Okay. Okay, again, good evening, Miss Yasmine. Good evening, Miss Anan. Good evening, my friends. Today I'm going to talk about the movie which is called Me Before You. I think that most of you have an idea about it, or you have watched it, or you have read the novel itself. The movie is based on a 2012 novel which is called Me Before You by the writer, the most famous writer, Jojo Moyes. I'm not sure of its pronunciation. Moyes, I think it's correct. Her name is Jojo Moyes. The first release of the film was in 2016. The movie is drama and romantic. It's about a disabled young man whose name is Will Trainer, let's say Will, and who is paralyzed in a car accident. And after time that he met his nurse, whose name is Lou. She losing her job at a cafe, and she is hired to be his companion. Gradually, they develop their love relationship, and by time he starts to love her, but without hope, because he has already decided to get suicide to end his pain and suffering, because he's sitting all the time on wheelchair.
So he decided to commit suicide.
Yes, because all the time he is a young man, and he's a great and famous businessman, and suddenly that he is sitting on a wheelchair. She tries to speak to him. She tries to go out with him. She tries to take him to many adventures, to many journeys and trips, to make him convince him to get out of this idea, but he insists on. And by the end of the movie, he goes to the Switzerland to carry out his decision, to go to the hospital and to make the doctors kill him, which is called the mercy killing or mercy death, I think so. She insists to go to spend the final moments with him in the hospital, where he committed suicide. A few weeks after his death, she's sitting in her favorite cafe in Paris, and she reads the letter he left for her. He encourages her to seek out a specific perfume shop, and he has left her enough money to start her project and to start her project to sell perfume and to carry out her dreams. And he ending this letter with the message of the movie, which one sentence of 2 words: just live.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you, Radwa. Can I ask you which scene has stuck with you the most?
Yes, the one of my the one of my favorite scenes from this movie. I absolutely love it. That the scene of her birthday when he
brought to her the
when
socks.
he invites her, yes, when she invites him to attend her birthday, and he gets her the present or the gift, which is about a pair of tights, which its color yellow and black. Her reaction is very marvelous, and her action is all in her face. She's very happy, and her eyebrows tells everything that she is utmost her happiness. Why? Because this gift she told him at the beginning of the movie, when she starts to be his companion, she narrates or she tells him something about her life, and she told him that she missed a pair of tights, which is very favorable for her. So he still remembers every word she tells him about herself. So for this reason, he brings this pair of tights as a present or a gift on her birthday.
Okay, thanks, Radwa, very much for this presentation.
Thank you so much, Radwa. Yes.
Thank you. And now we have our last participant for today is Reda. I don't think
she's here.
She's here? Okay.
Yeah, she said.
Hi, I'm here.
Hi, Reda. How are you?
Hi, Reda.
Hi, how are you? By the way, I like the idea of book and movie.
Registered يا Reda, صح؟
لا, she did. She did. Yes.
She did? Okay.
Yes.
What will you tell us about?
A Tale of Two Cities.
Tale of Two Cities. Okay.
Yes, Charles Dickens. The book was 1859, and the movie was in 1935. It is very old, but it is my favorite. Since it is a movie and must be kept short, some of the events had to be cut out of it. However, the plot of the movie hasn't changed much from the plot of the book.
Okay.
For the book provides more relationships between the characters, while the movie gives a better description of some of occurrences. Both the movie and the book start out with the same quote. It was the best of time, it was the worst of times, it was the age of wisdom, it was the age of foolishness. The books provide more contrasts between the two cities, while the movie didn't.
And which was your favorite, ya Reda? The book, the novel, or the movie?
Both of them. I saw each of them a lot of times, by the way. I studied it in the college also, and I prepared my first master about this book.
You really studied it. Okay.
To answer the questions, my favorite part of the book, when Dr. Manet returned home after imprisoning for 18 years in the Bastille in Paris.
Okay.
The least favorite scene or part, when Sidney Carton was condemned to death instead of Charles Darnley to sacrifice for the sake of Lucy. I read the book many times, as I said, and I saw also the film many times. The scene has stuck with me. The most is Sidney Carton execution. There is no other books or movies that remind me of A Tale of Two Cities.
These are just some guiding questions. You don't have to answer all of them. It's okay. So feel free to pick whatever you want.
Okay, I believe this film or book is unique. So there is no other movie is seem
And
like
do you recommend it, Reda, for other people whenever you are asked?
yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, it's one of my
For-
favorite, by the way. Yes.
Yeah. For me, I like best the character of Sydney Carter.
Really?
I,
Do you like it?
yeah, a lot.
I feel that he's a negative one.
No, but he sacrificed for the sake of his beloved one. He
Okay,
is.
but yeah,
It's
okay.
okay, it's okay to agree.
We're going to debate after the session.
Okay.
Okay.
I hate the characters of Monsieur Defarge and his wife, Madame Defarge, because they are so violent. I want to share with you my favorite quotation.
Yes, please do.
I have two quotations to be my favorites. The first one, I think it is from the Bible. I am the destruction and the life. He who believes in me will still live, even if he dies. Whoever lives and believes in me will never die.
This is for the Marquis, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another one
the
is
most predominant character in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another one quotation said by Cartons in the scene of his death. He said, "It is a far, far better thing that I do than I have ever done. It is a far, far better rest that I do than I have ever known." It is a very, very sad scene.
Yeah, I have one more for Carton that I like as well. Reda motivated me, by the way. You know, yeah, this one when he said, remember that there is someone who is loving you and is willing to, to sacrifice his life for someone who loved you, because he's meaning. That can I forgot the name. Yes, he's meaning the beloved of Lucy Manette here, because he was loving her, but he knows that someone else is loving her. So he wanted to tell her that he's here anytime to sacrifice his life for someone else that he loved her.
Wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a very nice story.
Thank you both, Anan and Reda. Whoever wants to read or watch Tale of Two Cities, please.
Yeah. It's an interesting one. You will like it.
Communicate with them.
Yeah.
They are huge fans.
Yeah. Because we taught it, yes, you know. Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you, Reda, one more time. Glad you joined us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Reda.
And now we can move to our presentation. This movie is a French one, Liquidist. It's a 2004 French drama film, adaptation of an older film in 1945. It was A Cage of Nightingales. The story is inspired by the origin of the Little Singers of Paris. This is a very good one, and this is a highly recommended movie. The story is about a music teacher, an educator, like the majority of you, and how he uses or how he used arts, music, games to communicate and interact with those kids who had a very tough life. They are living in some sort of orphanages during World War II. The majority have suffered from poverty, illness. Also, the principal of this orphanage is very harsh, and he has a quote that he always says, action, reaction. That's all they understand. He keeps punishing them all the time. He keeps mistreating them. Here I'd like to ask you, since the majority of you are educators, teachers, mentors, do you believe that children or students, they only understand that for every action there is a reaction, or there's some other ways to communicate with them?
No, there are
Agree
many.
with these guys or disagree?
Yeah. What do you think, dears? You can raise your hands if you want to share your ideas, or type in the chat box.
I prefer to type it in the chat box.
Yes, because we have no time.
Yes.
Okay, type in the chat box, guys. What do you think?
And do you believe that the students should always think that for every action they do, there is a reaction?
Actually, not all the time. And it depends on their age at the same time. Yes, sometimes, you know, they always ask for things, okay, and they want us to reply or to give a reaction.
What if they are from 5 to...
Yes? Yes, sorry, Yasmine again? Yasmine,
Hi.
Can you hear me? Yasmine?
Anan?
Yes?
I can't hear you. Can you hear me?
I'm hearing you now. Can you hear me well?
Okay.
What did you say?
Yes.
What if they are from 5 to what?
To 10 years of age, for example.
For sure, they are waiting for reactions here. Because whenever they ask for something, they are waiting for your reaction. If you agree or disagree, or going to go in a deep discussion with them, and so on.
Okay. We have Reda thinks when they make something good, they must be rewarded. Okay. And Rod was telling us about the movie she discussed earlier, The Message of Me Before You movie is to live boldly without having regrets, live life to the fullest. Okay, thanks, Radwa. Returning back to Liquidist, this little kid is called Pepinou, and I'd like to ask you to remember him very well, because I'll be asking about him later. Like I said, the students and the principal are constantly at odds with one another till Monsieur Clément, who is the music teacher and a music composer as well, arrives and decides to start a chorus. He starts teaching them music and arts. He had his own troubles, yet he tries to change the reactionary policies of the school. He chose to encourage them, the students, to motivate them, to change their behavior by being friend with them, by teaching them arts, playing with them. His efforts have a particular impact on Pierre, the kid in this photo, who shows great musical potential and promise. This is the official trailer of Liquidist. It's very well known worldwide, and I'd like you to join me watching this. Thank you. Do you hear that? Can you hear the trailer, guys?
The voice is not clear, Yasmine, but no problem. Okay.
Okay. I'll share it. I'm not sure what's wrong with the voice.
Because you are sharing from mobile.
I'll share with you the link to the official trailer. Yet you can see from the trailer how the kids were living, how what troubles they were facing, and how Monsieur Clément starts to deal with them in a totally different way. They were forgotten by the society. They were left behind. No one cared about them. They had no family, no money. This is little Pepinou.
Yes.
and how we can use arts, music, and literature, and even sports to really change the future of everyone.
Teachers changes life to change
Exactly,
lives.
and
Yeah.
this is a brilliant movie that highlights this story. So this would be our next discussion movie.
Yeah, that's great.
I'll share with you the link
Yes.
so that you can all watch with me, and then tell us what you think about the movie. So next time we will watch Liquidist, and be prepared to tell us what did you like, what did you dislike. Tell us how did you feel, if you were inspired to do something with your students in the upcoming semester, if you are looking for something new to try. We have Perla telling us that she always talks to her students about consequences, no matter what they are, if they are young or a bit older. She adapts the explanation accordingly, and she tries to foster self-regulation. She tries to be consistently and very patient. It takes time, but it has helped her a lot. Exactly. And Monsieur Clément in the movie took a very long time, and he faces the principal and neglected the reactionary harsh policies the principal imposed on these kids. He had a dream, and he believed that he can change the future and the destiny of these kids. It's a very beautiful movie, and I'm sure you will enjoy it. There is something else, a little homework. Last time I told you that we have many types of cultural events.
Yes.
This discussion, whether it's a book discussion or a movie discussion, it's a sort of a culture event. We also said that if you attended a concert, a theater play, this is also a culture event. If you went to the museum, it's a culture event. And I promised that I'll take you to
virtual tour.
Yes.
Yeah.
So here is a link. I'll send it to you to a virtual tour for the most famous Mexican artist or painter, Reda. It's called the Blue House, and we have Perla.
Wow! Yes.
The Blue House. It's very beautiful. It's very colorful.
She's from Mexico. Yeah.
She's Mexico. So you should tell us more about Reda. Reda. It's a very inspiring artist, very well known worldwide, and this is why we will enjoy our tour in the museum.
Wow.
The quarantine and being stuck at home because of COVID-19.
Long time, yes.
So next discussion,
Sorry, Yasmine, again, your voice.
The link. Anan?
Yes, repeat again. Next time, what are we going to do?
Next time, Anan will send you the link to watch Liquidist with English subtitles, as it's a French movie. You will prepare yourself to discuss it. We all will watch the same movie and discuss it. No
That's
open
great.
discussion. Next discussion. It's about this. Next discussion will only discuss the Liquidist. Each and every one of us will tell us what does he think. How did he feel, what inspires him, and so on. Also, I'd like to hear from you, how was your experience or your time visiting the Blue House Museum. Also, Anan will send the link to you.
Yeah, for sure. Okay.
Is it clear, everyone? So
yes.
we will watch Liquidist.
We have a lot of things to do next week.
Yes, we will prepare ourselves to discuss it, and you will tell me also how did you feel, or did you enjoy the visit to the Blue House Museum or not?
That's great.
Great, okay. there is something I'd like to share with you. It's a code of conduct so that we will enjoy our discussions and culture events. The objective is to foster an environment that's fun, enjoying, safe, and conductive to the enjoyment of the book or the movie discussions among all members. We have to always maintain an appropriate attitude towards all members. We also have to respect other opinions and viewpoints. It's totally normal and totally okay to have different points and different perspectives. Understand that it's okay to agree to disagree. It's totally okay.
Yeah, for sure.
And last but not least, we will refrain from any religious or political discussions. This is a culture event, and we would like to keep it this way. Everyone is welcome to join. Everyone is welcome to participate and be an active member. So these will be the points of our code of conduct. I hope you all
accept and share it. Yes.
Yes, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And next time it will be on Tuesday, 4th of August at 9 p.m. We will have next week off. Happy Eid vacation. I hope you all enjoy it. So next time will be August on Tuesday, 4th of August at 9 p.m. as usual. Well done for today. I really enjoyed this discussion. Eid Mubarak for all. And I'd like to ask Anan to take a photo for the screen to keep this memory. It's our
kindly.
I'm sorry, but I just have a question.
Yes, Radwa, go ahead.
Anan,
yes, Yasmine, you can stop sharing the screen just to enable me to...
Okay.
Yes, Radwa?
Yes, first of all, thank you very much for giving us this chance to talk about our favorite movies or our favorite books. Yeah. I enjoyed, and I hope that my presentation is good one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
You all did great.
Thank you. And I have a suggestion about this movie, which is called The Chorus. Actually, that we will next time. I think that all of us we are going to talk about the same movie. So we are going to talk about the same ideas, the same feelings, the same analysis for the same characters. So there will be kind of redundancy.
Radwa, let me clarify the idea. This is not how it's going to go or happen. In the majority of book clubs and movie clubs, they usually discuss...
I'm sorry, Miss Yasmine, I'm sorry, could you repeat?
Let me clarify the idea, Radwa. Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you well now.
Okay. The majority of book clubs or movie clubs usually choose only one thing to discuss. Why? Because if you attended with us or joined us last session, it's really important to hear from each other and see that the same exact thing don't agree on. Everyone has his own perspective. Everyone see the movie and build his opinion according to his background, which is different from you, his educational level, which is different from you, his culture and his own personal experience, which is also different from you. So you won't hear the same thing, I'm sure. You won't hear repeated ideas. This is not the situation. And let me invite you all to my next book discussion in ROKN ALYASMINE. We are discussing Atomic Habits or عادات ذرية. It's a self-help book by James Clear. We all have agreed on reading the same book. We are preparing for the discussion on in August. I'll announce the time. And this is not our first discussion. It's our 65th discussion. Yeah. So we are used to have the same thing and hear from each other. You will be impressed by how different we are, how different the opinions are.
You mean that the way of tackling?
Yes.
Yes, the way of tackling is different from one to another.
Exactly.
Okay, do we have to watch the movie?
Yes, for sure.
Is it available on the YouTube?
You weren't listening or paying attention much, Radwa. Anan will send you a link
yes.
for the movie itself.
Okay, could you tell us about your room, which is looks like a book club?
It's
Could you
ROKN
repeat the
ALYASMINE.
title?
ROKN ALYASMINE. Yes, on Facebook in Arabic and in English. We have shared the Facebook page previously with Anan. And this culture events for Relo Cairo Mentors platform is in cooperation with ROKN ALYASMINE. It has been there since 2014. We are celebrating our sixth anniversary next October, and you are all welcome to join our activities.
Okay, could you please type the name of the name of the or the title of the Facebook page in the chat box?
Here you go. ROKN ALYASMINE in Arabic and in English.
Thank you so much, Radwa.
Thank you very much, Miss Yasmine. Thank you very much, Miss Anan. That you give this very good chance to talk about our inner feelings about our lovely books or movies.
Yeah, for sure. Most welcome, dear.
I enjoy it. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you. Yes,
and thank you, Miss Anan, to give us lovely moments apart from the educational part, which is about how to
that's
teach.
That's what I was thinking of all the time, actually, with the
something,
team.
Yes, like yes. Thank you very much. Thank you for both of you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Reda. Thank you so much, Yasmine, for this amazing discussion for today. And we're looking forward to the next one in August 4th, inshallah. As you mentioned, that next week is off, okay, because of the vacation, Eid vacation, inshallah. Okay, guys, I'm taking a group photo now, okay? Feel free to switch on your cameras if you are ready to enable us to take a group photo. Okay.
Just a moment before you take the group photo, Anan, thank you one more time, and hope everyone has enjoyed today's discussion. And I'm looking forward for our next discussion. Inshallah, it will be super, I'm sure.
Yeah, for sure. Guys, if you are joining our Telegram channel and our Facebook page, Relo Cairo Mentors platform, we are going to send all the details that Yasmine mentioned today on these groups, Facebook and Telegram channel, okay? Okay, guys, if you want to switch on your cameras, feel free to do so. We are going to take a group photo now. Thank you for joining us. Thank you so much, Yasmine, for this amazing discussion. Actually, it was very interesting. We know a lot of, we know about many, not only one book that we have read, but many more that others have read. Thank you, Yusri, for joining us here today.
Thank you so much. A pleasure for me.
Yeah, thank you. Most welcome, dears. Okay, so Yasmine, would you like would you like us to make like a form for registration for the next time, or it's open for all?
It's okay. Everyone is more than welcome